today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this makeup look here. I decided to go for a really pretty purple and pink halo eye, and yeah, it turned out really smoky, really intense. And in this video I will be playing with loads of new makeup as well as the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette that I recently just got in the mail, and this was my first time using this stunning palette. It is absolutely gorgeous and I love all the shades from this palette. So I did play with this today, and these are all of the colors that I have used on my eyes to achieve this look. So yeah, this is going to be a full face showing you guys my foundation to my eyes to my eyebrows for everything. So if you guys want to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So I hope the lighting's alright. It's like so hot today, but the weather's like getting a bit cloudy because I think we're due some thunderstorms, and it's so bright I can hardly see myself in the viewfinder. But anyway, my fan's on as well. It is so hot. You know, I've been complaining about the hot weather. Well, it's even hotter now. We've like literally hit like 30 I think the past 2 days. It is absolutely boiling, so I do have my fan on to keep me from sweating all of this makeup off. So as you guys can tell, this tutorial is going to be based around the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. I literally wasn't gonna buy any more eyeshadow palettes. I swore hands down I have enough. I literally have a whole drawer full of eyeshadow palettes, and they're all kind of like the same. I have like a weakness for neutral palettes, but when I saw this one, it's literally like nothing I have in my whole eyeshadow collection, because it's got such beautiful like rosy colors and some really great matte shades as well. But I don't know, I thought it was really unique and really versatile and really me as well. So I've been saying lately I want to play with more like colors in eyeshadow, and yeah, I'm really excited to do so with this palette. So it's super fresh right now. I've literally not touched it, so you guys will kind of get my first impressions of it. But to be honest, I really just wanted to sit down and film a makeup tutorial for you guys, and this arrived in the post and I got a few other new bits to kind of put on my face and show you. So I just felt like doing a tutorial because I've not done one in such a long time, honestly. So it's just pretty much me playing with this palette today. It's not like a big review or anything, but I guess you guys will hear my opinions about it. But look at these pretty colors. It is so stunning. But yeah, they're such beautiful colors. So I kind of have an idea in mind. I think I want to play with these bright purple color and this pink and kind of do a bit of a halo eye, like something I've not done before on here. So yeah, I'll probably do my full face, do one eye, and then come back and do the other eye, so I kind of know what I'm doing. And it also comes with a brush as well, and to be honest, a lot of people say they don't like the Anastasia brushes, but I really like this. I think this is such a good blending brush, so I got another one of those. I think I've literally got 3 or 4 of them in total. But anyway, I'm not going to blab anymore, and I'm going to start putting things on my face. So first thing I'm going to do is prime, and I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Prep HD Smoothing Face Primer, which is like this. I will also list all of the products that I'm mentioning down below for you guys, just so you guys know exactly what I'm using. I do that in most of my makeup tutorials anyway. And to be honest, I'm not a lover of this primer. It's like a really silicone-y primer, and I don't particularly love those, but I bought it, so I am just using it up, and it's the only primer I have right now. So for my foundation, this is also a new purchase of mine. I think it's been out for a while, but I only just got it. It is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, and it looks like this. You guys might have seen this on my Instagram stories that I shared when I first got this. I have used it a couple of times now, I think about 3 times, and so far I do really like it. I don't think it's kind of true to what it says. I don't think it's like, well, I guess it is a comfort matte. It's not like a fully matte foundation. I feel like it's more of a satin finish. You do get a bit of shine with it. Like, I'd always still powder my face with this, but so far I do really like it. I'd say it's a medium to full coverage, and it smells really nice as well. It smells like peaches and fig, I think it's got in it. But yeah, it's wearing really good so far in the summer heat, so I am enjoying it. It's not by any means like my favorite. It doesn't beat my Huda Beauty one, but I do really like it. Oh, and my shade is Snow, for you guys wondering, and it does match me perfectly right now. It's probably like half a shade too dark, but for this season it's kind of perfect because I like my face to look a little bit tan. And I don't know if you guys can see, but the top of my chest is like brown where I caught the sun at work. So I'm just dabbing that around. I'll probably end up adding more than this because, like I said, it's more medium coverage and I do like a fuller coverage. And I'm just going to be using my damp beauty blender to blend this out, which is a little bit dirty right now, so please excuse that. Okay, and now for concealer, I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair. This is my all-time favorite concealer since I've got it. I freaking love it, so would highly recommend this, even though it is a bit pricey. But literally the smallest amount goes a long way. It is super full coverage. So I'm just applying that to my under eyes, eyelids, and just down the center of my face. So that is the concealer done, and I'm going to powder my face with the LA Girl Pro Face HD Matte Press Powder in the shade Fair again. And I'm just using this Primark like kabuki brush. I just find these best for packing on powder, and I really have loved this face powder since I started using it. It also gives quite a bit of color to the face, so I feel like it just gives that extra coverage, and it does keep me really matte throughout the day as well. So that is the base makeup done, and now I'm going to do my eyebrows, I guess. So for my eyebrows, I am using another newbie that I bought. This is the Kat Von D 24-Hour Super Brow Longwear Brow Pomade in the shade Light Brown I have been using, and this stuff is really, really good so far. It literally is like ink on your face. It does not budge. Like the other day I did them far too thick and I could not rub it off for the life of me. So this is what it looks like, and I feel like it's gonna last a really, really long time. And yeah, you only need the smallest amount. So I've just been using this with an angled brush like this. This is just a cheap mermaid one that I got, I think off like Shein side or something. And literally I just do the lightest dab in this because it is intense. So hopefully that looks okay. I literally went so overboard with this eyebrow. I just had to like conceal some of it off camera because literally this stuff a little bit goes a long way. So I just need to like practice a bit more with it because I've never used like any sort of like pomade or gel on my eyebrows, just like pencil and shadow. So yeah, it is difficult to get the hang of. And I'm just gonna what do you call it, set my brows with this Barry Take a Brow Shape and Define brow gel. This used to be clear, but it is now brown because I've had it for so long and the color that I put on my eyebrows has dyed it brown. But it's just an eyebrow gel to kind of keep my long hairs on my eyebrows in place. Okay, so now I'm just going to bronze up my face, and I'm going to be using my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which I have had for years now, and I've just hit pan on it, but I love this bronzer. I say this in every tutorial, but if you are a fair girl and you want like the perfect bronzer that doesn't look too orange, this is like perfect. I love this. So I'm just bronzing my whole face. I'm bronzing like the tip of my nose, under my lip, and just like the contours of my face, because lately and pretty much all the time I love having a bit of a bronzed face. I feel like when you're really fair, it just gives you that bit of life and colour. And now I'm going to add some blush. I do my makeup in the weirdest order, you guys, I swear. And for blush, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills blush kit in the kit Radient, I think it is. And I think I'm gonna go in with this pink color right here because obviously we're doing more of a pinky purpley look. I tend to usually go for like peachier colors, but for this look I'm gonna go more down the pinkier route. I'm just gonna apply it with this brush here. These are so pigmented, so you can so easily overdo it, but I do like a lot of blush, to be honest. So, and now I'm going to contour a bit. This is the order I personally like to do it in. I like to bronze, blush, and then contour. And I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette in the light, and use the lightest shade. I couldn't speak then. This color here. And I'm just using this angled mermaid brush from that mermaid set I was on about. And I'm just gonna lightly contour. My bronzer mainly kind of contours my face, but the Kat Von D stuff is so intense that it just chisels you even more. And I take this down the sides of my nose as well, just to thin out my big ass nose, and just along the hairline as well. So now I'm going to set my face, and I'm using the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. This is new buy for me. I've only used it a few times, but yeah, I love like dewy setting sprays. It kind of just sets all the powders down. So yeah, now I've set my face, I'm going to highlight. I like to highlight my face after I've set because it just makes it like that much more intense. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills again, Nicole Guerriero palette. I love this palette. And I think I'm going to be using the shade Kitty Cat. It's this really pretty like champagne-y pink colour. And I just think it's going to go nice with this makeup look. And again, I'm just using one of these mermaid brushes. This domed one I like to use for highlighting, and the angled one is the one I use for contour. Ooh, I love this highlighting palette. Literally, I could like bin all of my highlighters and just use the Anastasia ones because they are so good. Okay, so now the whole of the face is done. I am now going to go off camera for a minute and do my one eye, just so I roughly know what I am doing with this eyeshadow palette, and then come back and finish the other eye to show you guys what I'm doing for my eye makeup. So I will be back in a second. So I am back and I have finished my one eye. I look insane right now. You can just see the power of makeup right now, but yeah, it turned out really good. It turned out a bit more smokier than I was like initially going for, but I do really like it. It's definitely very statement, very va-va-voom, and the lashes I chose were like really big. I kind of wish I'd went for like some like not as big lashes because I feel like they do cover the makeup a little bit, but it still looks really fun and really dramatic. So I'm gonna now show you guys what I did on this eye and recreate it on the other eye. Hopefully it comes out the same. But I made note of the exact shades I used when, so hopefully that will help me. So I am going to first go in with the shade Incense, and not Incest, Incense. And it's this shade here. It's kind of like, I can't tell if this is warm tone or cool tone. It's a really like sandy brown color. I hope the camera is showing it well and true to color. I'd say it's more on the warmer side, and it's like this medium, like a desert brown color. And I am using the brush that came with the palette on the fluffy side. And I'm going to be roughly applying this in the crease and the upper crease. I did take this pretty high up as well, just so obviously, I mean, this is a dramatic eye, so I wanted it to be blended quite high. And then I also did blend it on the lower lash line as well. Perfect, so that's that first shade. And then I went in with the shade Volatile, which is this one here, and this is definitely a super cool toned, almost brick color brown, almost kind of grey, but definitely more a bit brown. It's like a browny grey, cool toned shade, if that makes sense. And it is one of the matte colors, and I'm using a different crease brush here. This is by Morphe, and I am just blending this directly into the crease. just to really deepen it. And this shade is so intense, so make sure you are very light-handed with it. But I'm just taking this quite deep into the crease, and I'm just leaving this on the upper eyelid, and I didn't take this on the bottom. Okay, so then I went in with this shade here, which is called Soul, if it focuses on it, and it's this kind of satin like lilac purple shade, and I added this to the crease just to make it a little bit more purple, so that all the purple tones kind of met together better. And I'm using the same brush that I just used, and I'm just going to add that lightly into the crease just to add like a little bit more purple, as you can kind of see how it adds. And this shade does have a tiny bit of glitter in it, but it's mostly matte, so this is a really nice shade. Like literally all the colors in this palette are so pigmented. So now on to the shimmerier shades. I definitely, like, personal opinion, feel like the mattes in this palette do perform better than the shimmers. I feel like I have to go in quite heavy-handed with the shimmers to get them to stick. Although I do feel like if you did use an eyeshadow primer, like I just use concealer like I normally do, or if you use like a glitter adhesive or glitter glue, I feel like they will stick a lot better to the eyelid. But they are definitely, the pigment is there, but it takes quite a lot of packing motions to get it to stick to the eye. So this next shade I'm going to go in with is Celestial, which definitely was like my favorite shade in this palette. So eye-catching. It's this beautiful, really shimmery, iridescent, glittery, again like lilac purple color. I absolutely love this shade, and I'm just using like a flat packer like lid brush to apply this. And I applied this on the more so like inner part and outer part of the eye. It doesn't matter if it does go in the middle, but I'm going to be adding a different shade there. And I also did the same on the lower lash line. I added on the outer and inner sort of third as well, just because we're kind of going for a bit of that halo look, even though I did add a winged eyeliner. But oh, see, it is so pretty. So that is the shade Celestial. I might end up going in with a little bit more of it after, just depends how much of it kind of blends away. And now I'm going to be going in with the shade Wild Child, which is again one of my favorite colors from this palette. It is this beautiful, intense, shimmery, glittery baby pink color, and I just love this. And I'm going to be applying this in the center of the lid and the center of the lower lash line to add that kind of halo effect, just to make it look really bright and intense. And now what I did was, if I can find the brush there, I went in with this shade here called Drama, which, if it's going to focus, is this like deep plum color right on the end here. Again, it's a really intense shimmer, and it's a really beautiful, like deep, like rich plum color. And I just used this side of the brush, the Anastasia brush that it came with, and this is like a really nice kind of smudger brush, and I just lightly went in with this and I applied it to the outer and inner corner of the eye, just to kind of deepen everything and make it like even more intense. So I just packed that on the outer part, just kind of on top of the purple that we put down before. As you can see, I do have a little bit of fallout, so I'm just going to lightly brush that away with my kabuki brush, and I find that it's not really sticking to the face. I make such a mess with my makeup, honestly. So what I'm going to be doing is, as it turned out smokier than I thought, I decided to apply my LA Girl Endless Semi-Permanent Auto All Day Wearing eyeliner pencil thing, and it's in the shade Black, and I just wanted to apply this to the waterline of my eye just to like mimic the smokiness on the top. I forgot, how can I forget that? So the shade I used to highlight my inner corner and brow bone is this first shade here called Dreamer, and this, if it's going to focus, is a really intense champagne-y gold color. And again, it's really shimmery. It's like more of a shimmer than like a glitter metallic like the other shades. So it is definitely the perfect sort of highlighty shade. So now on to the wing. You do not have to do a wing with this look if you do recreate it. It's kind of personal preference, but I do just personally, I literally do a wing every day of my life. Like, I love wearing wings, and when I don't do a wing with a makeup look, I always end up regretting it. So I know usually people that do halo eyes don't add a wing, but I just want to. So yeah, I'm going to be using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper, my favorite eyeliner ever, and I'm just going to apply it really thinly on the lid area so you can obviously still see the shadow, and then wing it out at the outer corner. And now I'm just going to be adding a little bit of mascara, and I'm using the LA Girl Wispies mascara in black. And I'm just going to apply that on my top and bottom eyelashes. Perfect, so there is it with mascara, but obviously me being me, I'm going to add some falsies. So I am using my Cocoa lashes in the style Venus, which look like this, and as you can see on my eye here, these are like literally, this is like a favorite eyelash brand. It is obviously, everything I've mentioned in this video is cruelty free, and they are just amazing. They're definitely a higher price range, but they last so long and they are so good. And I'm going to be using my Duo eyelash glue, which again, I didn't realize, I think in my last makeup tutorial I asked you guys if it was cruelty free or not, because I wasn't sure, but it is indeed. So that is great that I can still use my favorite lash glue. So I'm just going to set that aside for about 30 seconds, and I am going to apply that to my eye. So there is the lashes on. You might still see a bit of lash glue as they dry, and that is the eyes done. So now I'm going to get on to my lips. First thing I'm going to do is lip line my lips using the Milani Color Statement lip liner in, does this have a color? Oh, 09 Spice. Now that I look like a crazy person, I am going to be going in with the Kat Von D Studded Kiss lipstick in the shade Noble, which is this like pinky nude kind of shade, and I'm going to apply that to my lips. I don't know whether to keep it matte or add a gloss. So this is when I wish you guys could speak back through the camera and tell me. I think I'm going to add a bit of gloss, and if I don't like it, I'm going to just take it off. But I'm going to be using the old school NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Peaches and Cream. And this is a really pretty like pinky corally color, but it doesn't show up like that intense on the lip. But I think it would just like look really nice as an accent with like the pinky purple eyes. Yes, I like that with the gloss. So that is it. This is the finished makeup look. So that is it, everyone. This is the finished makeup look. I am super happy with how it turned out. Like I said, it was a bit more like smoky than what I was going for, but I do really like how it looked. It's super intense and super glam, and I think this like peachy nude lip really suits the eye look. So yeah, that was it for this kind of I don't know, get ready with me, I don't even know what I'm calling it yet, makeup tutorial using the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. And yeah, I really love this palette, and I'm really happy that I got it now. Even though I have so many eyeshadow palettes, I think it's definitely worth having in your collection. And if you guys are wondering where I got it here in the UK, I got it off of the Anastasia Beverly Hills British website, and they ship like really quickly, and it's all like in British currency and everything. So yeah, that is where I got mine. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Please do let me know in the comments down below if you really like when I do makeup tutorials or get ready with me's, and I will for sure film more of them in the future for you guys if you like them. And yeah, as I said previously, I will link all the list of products that I have used down below for you guys, as well as links to my social networking sites and previous videos. So make sure you guys always check out the description box down below. Make sure that you thumbs up this video if you have enjoyed it, and also yeah, make sure you subscribe if you want to see more from me. And that is all I have to say for now. So I love you guys so much, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.